And today I'm going to show you how to crochet this beautiful, quick and easy to do phone case or sunglasses case or whatever you want to use it for. It's super easy and quick, and I just think it turned out so beautifully. And I of course made this on this color because this of course I will carry it me on my bag, and I love this color. So I will make a list of everything that you will need, and I will place that on the comment section, information section down below. Just click view more and you will see everything that I used to make this pattern. So if you like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe. I will release one pattern per week, and it will be always very quick and easy things that you can do for yourself. You can do to gift someone that you love, or you can even do it to sell and make some money off of your crochet. So thank you very much for watching, and just let's start it. So let's start the project chaining 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we will introduce the hook on the second chain from the hook, not this one right here, and we will place here on this chain, we will place 3 single crochets. So insert the hook on the second chain from the hook, yarn, grab the yarn, pull up a loop and pull through 2. So now we will go ahead on the same chain, grab the yarn again, another single crochet, and just once more grab the yarn, single crochet. So now you will make 1 single crochet for each chain until you get here on the last one. So just insert the hook on the next chain, grab the yarn and make 1 single crochet. So now on the next chain, grab the yarn and make 1 single crochet, and just keep going until you get to the last chain. So I got here at the last chain, and inside this last chain we will place 6 single crochets. So let's go ahead and make 6 single crochets inside this very last chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And when you turn the work, just make sure to go hiding this tail right away. And now we will go ahead and place 1 single crochet for each stitch until we get to the end of this row. So just go ahead and insert your hook on the next stitch, grab the yarn, 1 single crochet. Now on the next one, insert your hook, grab the yarn and make another single crochet, and just keep going, 1 single crochet for each stitch until you get to the end of this row. So just got here at the end. So the same way that we put 6 single crochets right here on this corner, so we started with 3, now we will go ahead and place three more single crochets inside this very first chain. So go ahead and place 3 single crochets right here. So 1, 2 and 3. And to finish this row, you will go ahead and slip knot right here, sorry, slip stitch right here on the very first single crochet that we did to start the project, the first row. So to begin the next row, go ahead and chain 2, and this chain 2 will not count as your first double crochet. So to start a row, so what we will do now is a row of double crochets with no increase, but we will work only on the back loop. So you have the front loop and the back loop, and instead of insert the hook this way like we usually do, you will go ahead and insert the hook right here in the middle of the stitch and grab the yarn through the back loop only. So let's go ahead, yarn over. So in this right here is our first stitch. Just go ahead and insert the hook right in the middle of the V, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So now on the next stitch, yarn over, insert the hook not here but right in the middle, just on the back loop, and make another double crochet. And on the next one, the same thing, only back loop, and make another double crochet, yarn over again, insert the hook only on the back loop, make another double crochet, and you will keep doing that until you get to the end of this row, making 1 double crochet for each stitch from the previous row. Just remember to grab the yarn through the back loop only. So I will finish my row and I will be back with you guys at the end of this row so we can keep going with the project. So you can pause the video here and go ahead and finish your row, and we'll be right back together. So I got here at the end of this row, and to finish that up, we will go ahead and slip stitch right here on the top of the first double crochet with, let's close it with a slip stitch. So this is how your project should look like right now. And to start the next row, go ahead and chain 2. This chain 2 will not count as a double crochet. So now we will start a row of X stitch or crossed stitch. And to do that, it's basically 2 double crochets made one across or over another. So what we will do is we will yarn over to start the double crochet, but you will skip this first one right here. Remember that the chain 2 is not your first double crochet, so go ahead and skip that stitch and go ahead and make a double crochet right here, but we will not insert the hook like we usually do. We will go ahead and work on the back loop only. So insert the hook, pull up a loop and make a double crochet. And now to finish the X stitch, we will go ahead and place a double crochet right here on this stitch that we just skipped. So go ahead and yarn over. So pass your hook across or over the double crochet that you made before. Insert the hook, grabbing on the back loop only. So grab the yarn and make another double crochet. So this is how your X stitch should look like. So now let's go to the next one. So yarn over, skip this stitch right here, and double crochet on the next one, only on the back loop. So grab the yarn and make a double crochet. Now you will bring your yarn over first, bring your hook over that double crochet that we just made, insert the hook on back loop only, grab the yarn and make another double crochet. Let's do one more. So yarn over, skip the next stitch on the next one from the back loop only, go ahead and make another double crochet, yarn over, bring your hook over the double crochet that we just made, go ahead and insert the hook on that previous stitch that we skipped, and on the back loop only, go ahead and make another double crochet. So let's just keep doing that until we get to the end of this row. So skip one, make one double crochet, yarn over and go back to that previous stitch that we skipped and make another double crochet, inserting the hook on the back loop only. At the end of this row you should have 15 X stitches. So to finish up, just go ahead and slip stitch on the top of the very first double crochet, and now we will do another row of X stitches. Go ahead and chain 2, and again this chain 2 will not count as a double crochet, but now we will go ahead and just insert the hook as we normally do. So on the stitch, go ahead, just skip this first one right here and double crochet on the next one. Now just go back and double crochet on that stitch that we just skipped. The same thing on the next one. Just go ahead and yarn over. So this right here is the stitch that we just made a double crochet, so we will skip this one, come on this one right here and place a double crochet. Now come back on the previous stitch and make a double crochet crossed over the first one that we did. So go ahead and just keep doing that until you get to the end of this row. So at the end of this row, just go ahead and slip stitch on the top of the very first double crochet to finish up this row. And the next row will be a row of single crochets all the way around, working only on the back loop. So as we did on this row right here, the first row of X stitches, we will do the same right here and work one single crochet for each stitch from the previous row, but just grabbing the yarn from the back loop only. Go ahead and chain one. This chain one will not count as a single crochet, so insert the hook right in the middle of it, only on the back loop, pull up the loop and make a single crochet, and just keep working like that, one single crochet for each stitch from the previous row until we get to the end of this row. So at the end of this row, just go ahead and slip stitch on the top of the first single crochet, just a slip stitch right here, and this is how your project should be so far. So let's go ahead and move to the next row, and the next row will be another row of excess stitches. From now on we will basically repeat this pattern, so 2 rows of excess stitches and then 1 row of single crochets all the way around, working only on the back loop. So remember that the first row of excess stitches you will also only work on the back loop. So now we are coming back to this row right here, so we will do a row of excess stitches working on the back loop only. So let's go ahead and chain 2, and this chain 2 will not count as a double crochet. Just go ahead and insert your hook right in the middle of the stitch and make a double crochet. Now we will do the finalize the cross stitch. Just go ahead and insert the hook right here. It's hard to see, but it's on the very first stitch right in the middle of this V right here. Just go ahead and insert the hook right there, grab the yarn and make another double crochet. So just keep going doing that. So skip 1, double crochet on the next one on the back loop only. Now come back to the previous stitch that we just skipped, and on the back loop only, grab the yarn and make another double crochet. Once more, skip 1 and double crochet on the next one. Just come back on this stitch right here that we just skipped and working on the back loop only, make another double crochet. So just keep doing that until we get to the end of this row. So got at the end of this row, and this is how your project should be right now. So to finish this row, just go ahead and slip stitch on the top of the very first double crochet. Oops. Okay, so the next row, remember that we are just repeating the pattern. So this first row right here of X stitches were working on the back loop only, but the next one will be just grabbing the 2 loops of the stitch. So let's go ahead and chain 2, and the chain 2 will not count as a double crochet. So just go ahead and skip that very first stitch and double crochet on the next one. Now go ahead and make a double crochet on that stitch that we have just skipped, and just keep doing the same thing that we did on the previous row. So skip 1, double crochet on the next one. Now come back with your hook and make a double crochet on that stitch that we just skipped. Just keep doing that until we get to the end of this row. So at the end of this row, just go ahead and slip stitch on the very first double crochet. So and now we will work this row right here, which is a row of single crochets, working only on the back loop. So to start this row, go ahead and chain one. This chain one will not count as a single crochet, so just go ahead and come back here to that stitch and insert a stitch right in the middle of that V, and from the back loop only grab the yarn and finish your single crochet. And now just go ahead and place one single crochet for each stitch from the previous row. You will not grab your insert your hook like this, like we regularly do. Just go ahead and insert the hook right in the middle of that V right here, and grab the yarn, working only on the back loop, and just keep doing that until we get to the end of this row. At the end of this row, just go ahead and finish up with a slip stitch on the very first stitch. And what we will do now is basically just repeat. What we will go ahead and do now is this row right here, so an axis stitch row, working on the back loop only, then another row of axis stitches, like just work on the stitch like this, how we regularly work on it, and then one row of single crochets, working on the back loop only. So just keep repeating this pattern until you get to the length that you would like to have for your case. And I will finish up mine, and I'll come back here to let you know how many times I just repeated this pattern. So let me just keep going with my project here, and I'll be right back to let you guys know how many times I have repeated it. So I have finished mine, and I actually just repeated the pattern once more. So we have 1 here, 2 and 3, and I thought it would be the length necessary to use to put my phone or my sunglasses. Let me show you guys. So this is my sunglasses. You can see my cell phone here recording the video. So I just took the measurement from my sunglasses, and I thought that would be enough, because now we will go ahead and finish up with some more rows right here, and it should be enough for you to use to put your sunglasses, to use to put your cell phone, or use it as a small wallet, for anything that you would like to. So now to finish it up, so let's go ahead and make one more row of single crochets, and the next one we will also do a back loop only. So just go ahead and make one more row of single crochet, just inserting the hook on the back loop only. And after that we will do 3 more rows of single crochet, so just working regularly on the stitch as we normally do. So make this row of single crochet, working on the back loop only, and then you make 3 more, but just working on the stitch like as we regularly do. Here at the end of my 4th row of single crochets, as I mentioned before, I made 1 on the back loop only, and then 3 more rows, and now we will finish up making just slip stitch around, and we will also make that loop to close it out using a button, and I have one here that I think matches perfectly with the color of my yarn, so you can go ahead and use any that you want. So to start this row, go ahead and chain one, and now you can go here on the next, just skip this one and go to the next one and slip stitch, and just keep going until you get to the middle of the back part of your bag, so your small case. So I'll show you in a minute what I'm talking about. So just keep doing the slip stitch until you get like to the middle of it. Mine, the middle will be right here, so I'll make maybe 2 more and it should be right in the middle. Let's see, 2 more. Looks perfect. Let me tell you right now how many slip stitches I did. Did one, actually the first one was not exactly a slip stitch, was on the first stitch, so I skipped this one and moved on to this one right here. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we will go ahead and chain 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Come back to the on the first chain and slip stitch on the very first chain. And just keep slip stitching until you get to the end of the row. So I'll keep going with this row, just 1 slip stitch for each stitch from the previous row, and I'll meet you guys back here at the end of this row. Just got at the end of the row, so I can go ahead and cut the yarn, and then you can go ahead and hide the tail. I will just come here and grab this yarn and bring it to the back of the work. Just bring it to the back so you can go ahead and wave in the end, and that's it. So now what you need to do is just go ahead and measure here where your button should go, and then just go ahead and place the button in place, and you should be good to go. Just make sure, and if you want to make a little bit more chains right here to make it a little bit bigger, you can do as well, but I thought this would be good for me, so I can go ahead and do this, and it will be tight enough so the bag will not open like easily. That's it. Let me go ahead and attach my button here, and I'll come back to show you guys my finished product. So I have attached my button here, and this is my finished product. You can go ahead and close right here, and it's just enough to hold this in place, so nothing will come out of the little bag, and you should good to go. And could be even a very nice gift. So make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you will be notified every week when I post a new tutorial. and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as much as I did making it. This one I will definitely use for myself. It was in a strategy using this color because I love this color. And that's it, guys. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you guys on the next video.